everyone, and welcome to the third and final day of BookTubeAthon, as well as the second day of Cramathon. Today, I read about 60 pages of My True Love Gave to Me, as well as the entirety of Pearl by Joe Knowles. Knowles or Noels? Knowles. I'm going to go with Knowles. I finished the last 2.5 short stories in My True Love Gave to Me, and that was Welcome to Christmas, California, which was one of my top favorite short stories in this book. And then I also read Star of Bethlehem by Allie Carter and The Girl Who Woke the Dreamer. The Girl Who Woke the Dreamer was probably my second to last favorite. I liked them all, but there were two. One that I felt was really rushed was Beer Buckets and Baby Jesus. And then The Girl Who Woke the Dreamer just started off kind of slow, but I ended up really liking that towards the end. And Star of Bethlehem I was in love with. It was very intriguing, and I'm actually excited to check out some more of Allie Carter's work because of it. And then, as you might know, I have been planning on reading Let It Snow for my third book, because the third challenge was to read a book that was gifted to you, and I've been wanting to read this, and it's Christmassy, and I received it as a gift last year for Christmas. But I was afraid that if I went at this today alone, because I hadn't gotten where I had wanted to in the amount of pages I had read the day before, I wasn't going to be able to do it, because this one has about 350 pages, whereas this one has 216. Total today, I read 276 pages between these two, so that ended up being really good. And to be honest, I feel like I might have been able to finish this, but I'm still not sure I would have. I'm still going to be picking this up and reading it still this Cramathon, because I'm more trying to reach just the read 5 books during Cramathon goal, and throwing in a couple of the little ones like I threw in the graphic novel one, and then I'm planning on throwing in the poetry one and possibly the children's book one, but I feel like that I'll probably still be reading on Christmas Day. So there's that. But this book I picked up because it was short, and I realized I had this, and it was gifted to me. It was actually gifted to me by a dear friend of mine. His name is Tyler, and he gave it to me for my 18th birthday last June. And I don't think he knew anything about it when he picked it up. I didn't know anything about it when he picked it up. And the tagline on the front is what I believe caught his eye, and it says, "Sometimes the most precious things are right beside you." So, I mean, that obviously just sounds like a cute contemporary YA romance, fictional story. And then it actually sounded really intriguing when you open the cover, and you discover that it's about two best friends, Pearl and Henry, who both have the problem of they don't know who their dad is, and they want to know, and they've always wanted to know. And so this is really just about one summer that changes a lot for Pearl, and I don't think that he realized at all what this was about, because you want to go into this being blind, because I was so amazed, because looking at the description, you would have no idea some of the topics that it touches on. This book just covers a lot of things that I've had to deal with a lot in life, and it just really spoke to me. I don't want to give anything away, because pretty much everything that I could talk about was really spoilery. I was starting to realize about a quarter of a way through, because I have a really good sense for these things of where this was going, that I kind of knew what was happening, and I did for the most part, but there was a complete twist that actually really got me, and so I was very surprised by that. There were a couple that made me just very happy, and it was very refreshing, and it just really spoke to me, and it was the perfect book for me, and it made me so happy. And if you like YA, contemporary, cute books, and it's short, so if you like that, pick it up, because it is a fabulous read. I don't know why more people don't know about it, because this book was amazing, and I just have to say, if you are watching this, thank you, Tyler. I love you, because this was amazing, and it was so perfect for me. It was just great. And so I just wanted to say that this has been probably one of the best experiences of my life doing this first BookTubeAthon. I'm really looking forward to doing the bigger ones later on, and Cramathon as well. I'm looking forward to finishing up, and I'll continue posting videos for that and participating in those Twitter sprints now that BookTubeAthon is over. And so my first one for that is going to be Let It Snow, and hopefully if I get through this, it's a little bit thicker than any of the ones I've read so far. If I get through that, which I should, then I'm going to move on to a collection of poetry for a class I have to take next semester, as I've mentioned. So I'm excited for that. And then once I get through that, I'm definitely going to be starting Chris Colfer's The Land of Stories, Book 2, The Enchantress Returns, which I'm also super excited for. If I end up not feeling in the mood for that, I might switch over to something else. But I'm hoping to read that one because it's a series that I really enjoyed the first book of, and I really want to get into. And I really like Chris Colfer and a lot of what he stands for. And he is a great figure in the LGBT community. He's a great author. He's a great actor. And I just love everything he's done so far in his short time in the entertainment business and in the book world, because he's just awesome. And I am really looking forward to getting into that world that he created more, because it involves fairy tales a lot, which I love, 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 love. Anything having to do with fairy tales, you know, just new takes on it, and also like just integrating new characters with old characters. I don't know how to explain, but what he does in the first book of this series is he has a set of twins who they basically find out that they're part of like the fairy tale world, like Grimm's fairy tales and stuff like that. And they end up in a book, and the book leads to the world of fairy tales and all the fairy tale characters, and they learn about their family being part of this, and it's just how they fit into the world. And so I'm really excited to see that develop. And I probably won't be saying as much about that as I have been about the other books I've been reviewing so far, simply because it's a sequel, so it's really hard to review sequels. But I will be telling everything I can about how great this is, because I'm certain that it's going to be, and if it's not, I'm going to be really disappointed now, but it should be. It really should be, because I love John Green, love Maureen Johnson, love Lauren Miracle, I love them all, and so I'm excited for this. I'm excited to continue Cramathon, and I'm excited for all of you to continue with me. If you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment, anything you want. So I will see you tomorrow with another update.